Good afternoon and welcome to the new Renault Trucks Master. This is the culmination of many years development, and this is actually the new Renault Master 4. It replaces the previous model that had been around for some 18 years. So it's a really exciting development for us. What I'm going to do is take you down this line here and show you exactly what is so key about this vehicle. This vehicle is completely brand new from the ground up. It's available in both diesel and electric. Only two things really that are a carryover from the previous model. One is the door handles, and the second on the van, the rear door hinges. Everything else apart from that, absolutely brand new. So I'm going to take you round and show you what's new. But let's start off with some of the conversions that we actually do. So here we have your conventional tipper, available in an L2, medium wheelbase, or L3, caged or uncaged. Next, come down here, we have the classic chiller van, chiller or freezer. And as you can see from here, it is developed in association with one of our premium converters, Coolkit. There are many others, but this is a classic case of an L3H2 as a chiller. Next, your conventional drop side, ideal for your builders merchants. Then we have the traffic management vehicle, which is very akin to a drop side, but has added features to it. Then we have the bread and butter of what we do. Bread and butter, of course, is the 4-meter curtain sider, classic 6-pallet vehicle. Beyond that, the platform cab. Platform cab, ostensibly L3H1, absolutely great for those volume applications, art movements, removals, general dry freight. Really, really popular. Next, we have what is, I suppose, the staple diet of the rental business, which is your conventional GRP box with a half-ton tail lift. And finally, not forgetting the humble van. The van is available as an L2 or an L3. But I'm going to tell you a little bit now about the whole range. So the new Master range is front wheel drive only. It's available at 2 gross vehicle weights, 3.5 tons and 4 tons. 4 tons gives you that extra carrying capacity. As I said before, completely brand new. So it's a new design, better aerodynamics. We have at the front for the ICE engines, 4 engine available. We have the 105, the 130, the 150 and the 170 horsepower, all from the new 2-litre engine, which is shared within Traffic and Master. Mated to that, of course, is the conventional 6-speed manual, or indeed the brand new ZF 9-speed automatic gearbox. A real joy to drive, especially in the urban applications. One of the things that we actually have, which is unique to Renault Trucks, is we have certain options that are engineered, which we have developed, like the wide track rear axle, really ideal for the platform cab behind us, for those people that need increased dimensions between the rear axles. So let me walk you around this vehicle. As you will see, a brand new bold design. The red of Renault Trucks is clearly visible from the front. Bigger grille to get more airflow through to keep the engine cool and to keep the CO2 down. In fact, this engine represents nearly 38% less CO2 than its outgoing 2.3 litre model. Because it's 2 litre, not 2.3, weighs slightly less, which gives us greater payload. The assistance that we have for all of the safety features, there are now over 23 actually embodied within this vehicle. So let's walk around the vehicle and I'll show you some more. New headlight design in this C shape, absolutely first class vision at night. Really important for those people as they're driving this sort of vehicle day and night, such as the applications that we have. Nice big mirrors on the side, and we now have the widest side load door. This actually is on the market wider, up to 4 inches, than many of our competitors. We've changed the shape and the design of the bulkhead. The bulkhead previously used to actually come out to give extra room in the cab for the drivers of tall drivers pushing the seat back. Now, because the cab structure has changed in design, we can now have a straight vertical bulkhead. What that means is when you're loading on a pallet, you can go flush up and absolutely maximize the space. The space, as you can see here, is on the H2 roof. We actually do a H3 roof as well, which is even higher. Even within this configuration here, there is up to 1.9 meter internal height. So a real doddle for those people loading. As we walk round, standard suspension, but what we have done is we have changed all of the suspension on these models, front and back, which has actually resulted in up to 20% less roll going around corners. So a much more stable vehicle, and one of the reasons why we're so popular with people like the ambulance service. Walking around the back, we have larger lights for better visibility, and we have a new position for the reverse camera up at the top, meaning it is not subject to road film and road muck avoiding the view for the driver. Back doors 270-degree, and what we've also done now is actually made the handles more inboard to aid greater aperture for the drivers getting in and out, pallets in and out the back. Walking round this side, you will see this vehicle has actually got the external marker lights there. This is the L3, so this is the long wheelbase variant, and available in a van for cargo, or the same body shell but as what we call a Trabus for the minibus market. Now into the most important bit, the driver's cabin. This has been completely redesigned and redeveloped, and I'll take you through a little bit of this now. So stepping up, it's clearly evident that the whole dashboard is designed. For the first time ever, we now have a fully adjustable steering wheel for both height and rake in and out. What does that mean? That means that we can accommodate now the widest choice of people, from those at maybe 5 foot to those that are well over 6.5 feet with ease. High headroom inside. We've increased the roof height, meaning we have plenty of storage above the driver and the passenger. In fact, this vehicle now boasts 135 litres of space for the driver, whether it's in the door pocket, in the top of the dash here, or beneath. All of the mod cons that you would expect in here. Air conditioning is standard, as are our famous Renault Truck red safety seat belts. All of the steering wheel has all of the controls on it. Dash easy to read, and on the electric versions that is a digital dash as well. And of course we have our very large 10.1 inch central screen there, which does your sat nav and all of the other items that you wish to know on the vehicle. Importantly though, that is angled some 10 degrees towards the driver. What that means is that, especially on the chassis cabs, you do not get the glare of the sun, especially on a day like this where you cannot see the screen. So that is angled towards you. Standard 6-speed manual gearbox, and as I said earlier, the ZF 9-speed auto with column shift, which would be here to the right, is also a very popular option. Inside the cab, you can have the central seat folding down, which gives the driver more space and storage for paperwork, etc., and storage underneath for those important items like laptops. So all in all, this cabin is a remarkably quiet and luxurious place to be in. We really do look after the driver as far as Renault Trucks are concerned. And from the operator, simple things. We've actually changed the seat material, because this outer squab here is now a much thicker, hard-wearing vinyl fabric. Why is it there? Because in the extreme activities of a driver getting in and out of the cab, these really do take a battering, and they are subject to greater wear. Now, this is not the case. This outer edge here and on the inside of the squab are in a different material to stop that. So whether it is the driver and he or she is happy in their workplace, whether it's the accountant back in head office, we hope we have done something for everyone. If this vehicle was, of course, an electric vehicle, then nothing really changes from the external appearance. But we have some unique features about the electric vehicle. Our e-tech is class leading, and that is a term that is often used, but it really is. Why is it class leading? Well, it genuinely does 280 miles range, which is class leading. There is nobody with an 87 kilowatt hour battery at 3.5-4 tons doing that sort of range. It is the fastest 3.5 ton vehicle recharge at 130 kilowatts per hour. What does that mean? It means that you can go out with a driver in the morning. You could do 400 kilometers, 250 to 220 miles, come back, and in that hour change over, recharge the vehicle and go again. That has never ever come onto the market before, and that is why we are class leading. But above all, because we're front wheel drive, because we have sorted out the battery chemistry and a new design battery, we're the only people to offer you really amazing payload at 3.5 tons in a vehicle of this size, just over 1 ton. And if you go to the 4 ton version, you're up to nearly close on 1,500 kilos. And of course, we don't stop just at a van, because that technology is available in all of this array of vehicles that you've just seen. So van, trabus, chassis cab, platform cab. Doesn't matter what application you are or what your business is. If you want to move the transition into electromobility, we have the vehicle for you. And this amazing, really wonderful Renault Trucks Master product, the Master 4, is, I believe, at the top of the class for you. And most importantly, because it is the Renault Trucks model, it's backed up by our truck dealers. And why is that important? It means because when your vehicle needs a service or you have an issue, we still have the lights on long after everyone's gone to sleep, all through the night, 24/7. You can rely on us to keep you and your business on the road. So that's why I'm so excited, as are our dealers, with the new Renault Trucks Master 4. Thank you.